Hey, what's up everyone? This is Music Tech Help Guy, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to use your Kontakt drum kits in multi-output mode in Logic Pro 11. This should also work the same way for Logic Pro 10 as well. So the benefit of working in multi-output mode is that this allows you to mix each individual kit piece in the drum kit individually. So it's going to separate every single kit piece to a different channel in the mixer, even if the Kontakt kit is stored on just a single channel in the tracks area. And so for this video, I'm going to give you two different examples. I'll do one electronic drum kit. Here I'll use 40's very own drums, and then I'll do another example with an acoustic Kontakt kit. Okay, so let's get started. Like I said, I've got the 40's very own drums pulled up. I'm using the Queen Alley kit preset, and I've got a couple of patterns here. And there are 16 drum pads, so there are 16 drum samples or drum kit pieces to work with here. As you can see in the mixer, we've just got everything on one channel. So the kick, the snare, the sub, everything is coming through this one channel or two channels because it's stereo. So what you got to do is go to your instrument insert here and then go to Kontakt. And instead of loading this up in stereo, load it up in a multi-output mode. So you've got some different 16 and 25 channel mono modes, some stereo and mono modes. I'm going to go with the 16 channel stereo mode. And then what that'll do is it'll just kind of reload Kontakt. I can open that back up again. So now we're in multi-output mode. On its own, this isn't going to do anything different. It's just going to play back as it normally does. So then what you're going to do is you're going to find the kit page here in Kontakt. This may look a little different depending on what drum kit you're working in. It's going to be very different if you're working with a third-party kit. It does help to figure out like which kit pieces are actually being used. So let's do that. Let's just listen to this whole pattern here. So for all three of these patterns, it's just these three pads, and the tom. So we have kick, a sub bass, a snare, two different hi-hat sounds, a crash, and then a tom. And so that's 7 total pads. So what I'll do here is when you load up Kontakt in multi-output mode, you'll get this little extra plus minus sign at the bottom of the channel. So I'm going to click that plus sign 7 times, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 7 outputs here for my multi-channel instrument. And the way you can think about these, even though they're labeled aux 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and even though it says, kit 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so forth and so on, these are actually outputs 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. The very first channel is output 1. So if I wanted this first one to be the kick drum, what I would do is I'd go to that kick, and right here where the output is, I'll switch that over to output 2. So now when I play this, you'll see the kick just come through this channel. So the kick's only coming through that channel. We've got the sub bass, so I'll call this like 808 or something like that. And then this can go to output 3. And then we've got the snare. Let's make that go to output 4. So we'll make this the snare. Output 5, we can make the tom. And then we've got 2 different hi-hats. Hi-hat closed 1 and 2. And you know what? As a matter of fact, let's just make the hi-hat go to the same channel. So the hi-hat's going to be 6. So let's go to 6 for both hi-hats. And then we'll make the crash be 7. And there we go. And so I can just delete this channel. And to get rid of a channel, you just click the minus button and it'll go away. Okay, so now I have a multi-output kit with all of the instruments separated. So what this does is it gives you individual mix control over each of these elements. So let's say I wanted to add some reverb, and I just want that reverb to be on the snare drum. I can totally do that. And so you can adjust the levels, you can adjust the pan, and you can add effects to each of these multi-output channels coming from Kontakt. Okay, so let's say we're using an acoustic kit, like one of the Abbey Road drum kits, for example. I'll use the 70s drummer. Let's go ahead and use the Tight Kit Full. It's not really obvious how to map things here. You have to do a little bit of digging, but let's go ahead and first load up Kontakt in multi-output mode. So let's go with 25 stereo this time. I don't think we'll need all of that, but let's give it a shot. So it's going to reload in multi-output mode. Yeah, everything's coming through one channel. Let's go ahead and set this up for multi-output. So what you're going to do is you're going to come down here at the bottom and go to the mixer. Again, it's not obvious where these assignments are. What you're going to do is go to settings, and then you can click on each one of these channels in the mixer for each instrument in the kit, and you can set the output right here. And so what I'll do is I'll go to the kick. I'll set that to output 2, which is going to be the second channel here. And again, just remember, you click the plus button to create new channels. We'll do snare. We'll go to channel 3. Hi-hat. We'll go to channel 4. Tom. We'll go to channel 5. Tom 2 will go to channel 6. Tom 3 can go to channel 7. And then I've got tambourine and some other percussion that's not being used in any of my patterns. But we do need to assign the overhead as well and the rooms. So what did we say? The tom was on out 7. So we'll make the overhead. Let's make the overhead out 1 so it comes through the main channel. And then we'll make the room go to out 8. Okay? So let's play that back. It's just the kick there. And this should be aux 2 here. Should just be the snare. Indeed it is. Aux 3 should be our hi-hat. These should be tom 1, tom 2, and tom 3. I think I use another, like the floor tom down here. Okay, yeah, so all 3 toms are used. And then aux 7 here, which is output 8, should be the room. And then output 1, the main channel, is the overheads. So I can go ahead and get rid of the 2 aux channels that I don't need. And now I can mix this kit just like a real acoustic drum kit because I have it separated into multiple channels. And so I can add different effects to each one of these channels in the mixer and mix each drum separately. So that's how you can use Kontakt drum kits in multi-output mode in Logic Pro. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel to see more content like this. As always, thank you so much for the support, and thanks for watching.